Whoopsie. Hello, everyone. So I have just some really interesting things I want to talk about tonight. I also want to alert everyone to some changes that I would like to make and things that I've been thinking about for a while. But I had a really long discussion with Carrie Rodriguez from La Hermosa Bruja. And she has temporarily, or maybe for a while, left Facebook. And I've been sort of thinking about that. Maybe not just altogether leaving Facebook, but definitely I've been thinking about not doing my lives there anymore. But I wanted to see what you guys thought, because Carrie is not she's not doing stuff on Facebook anymore because of the algorithms. And I kind of get it, because the algorithms don't even favor people that are on your page anymore. So after she told me that and I started looking, it really is true. Like, if you have a business page on Facebook, you can go on your business feed and just see what's on there, and I'll bet it's not a ton of people that you follow. It's not like those people. What it is people that you may be interested in, or it's ads of some kind within your niche, your niche. And it is true. Facebook really encourages business people to pay to boost our lives, to boost our videos, to put, they want money from us instead of monetizing the small business. Okay, well, that's fine. Their business. But they don't put small businesses in the algorithm so that we get views even from people that follow us. So I've really been thinking about this, and I've really been thinking more about just focusing on YouTube, because to be quite honest with you, that is where I get most of my views. That's where I've picked up clients, although I'm not accepting new clients at this time. But that's where I pick up. I mean, in the past, I've picked up clients from YouTube. So I've just been thinking about this. I'm not changing it right now. Carrie, obviously, I'm not streaming to her platform tonight because she is no longer on Facebook, but she is on YouTube. She is at The Independent Witch on YouTube. I highly recommend that you continue to follow her. She is amazing. She does awesome stuff, and she put out chakra cards today, or cards for your chakras today. So I like that. What is missing? Oh, I know what's missing. My email address. So this is where you can reach me. You can also comment, just whatever. But I am just telling you that this thought process is, just really just focusing maybe on Instagram. Maybe I can go live on Instagram. It's not my favorite, but I can do it. So Instagram and YouTube is kind of where I'm trying to put more eggs in those baskets. Well, now with TikTok, because it's still here, so that's fun. I am very excited because I feel like I have a pretty strong signal tonight on my with my my stream. Please let me know if I don't, because I switched internet providers. I'm very happy about that. We're still testing it out. We have 14 days to test this out. So I'm really excited. It seems to be going well. Just really happy about that. Is that all of the housekeeping? I don't know. Well, and there's Mouse. I mean, there's Mouse. And honestly, Mouse gets me more views than anything. Can you believe that? My semi-feral cat. Yeah. Who's actually on punishment right now. All right. I mean, he thinks it's punishment. I don't. I'm just not letting him outside. First of all, it is cold, cold, cold in Georgia right now. And hello, Tiffany. The stream is a little slow. Okay. All right. Well, I'm working on it. It is brand new. I did have to like redo the whole thing. So if it's messed up, you guys, I'm sorry. I can go back to the old one next week or whatever. Crap. That kind of like concerns me a little bit. But hello, Tiffany. How are you? So, but Mouse does get me, he does get me a lot of views. Yeah. He's so much fun. I mean, look at him. Look at him. But this semi-feral cat he is on restriction. I'm not allowing him out. It's really, really cold here. It's really cold in Georgia. I mean, like, it's not cold for like, Montana, but it's cold for Georgia. Okay. And so he got into a fight. He's fixed, but he got into a fight, and he's just he's on the antibiotics, and he's mad at me because I won't let him out. So he's really pretty much just been staring at me a lot today. Staring. I am really worried about this, if the stream is really slow. Please let me know, you guys, because I am testing out like this new internet. So I do need to make sure that it's not like all wonky. I know. Tiffany, it's your birthday coming up, isn't it? I mean, we're in Aquarius season. Hello. We are in Aquarius season. Just in case I need to say that again. I feel like it's very I feel like it's important. I mean, really, because Pluto's in Aquarius, it's a big deal, right? It's a big deal. My friend Rebecca's birthday is tomorrow. I mean, there's just a lot of Aquarians in the mix. I know one, she's probably not going to comment, but she is, she's in Aquarius. I don't know if she's in the chat. Sometimes she just watches the rerun, so I won't call her name. But yeah, she's a lovely little Aquarius. I have a lot of Aquarius clients, man, and I love it. I love y'all. I think I've said that before, that I see an Aquarius like come up texting me or calling me, and if I'm in the middle of something, if I'm like talking to somebody, I'm like, oh, okay, flip open the calendar. When can I get them in? Because I got to know what's going on. Oh my gosh, y'all are fun. It's good. It may just be me. I have a lot of windows open. It's actually clearing up now. Oh my gosh. An Aquarian with a lot of windows open. Shut up. Yeah. Okay. So I want to talk to y'all about a few things other than where I will be streaming to. And again, let me know, like, you can email me. You can let me know in the comments of like if you would be offended if I stopped streaming to Facebook. But I was just thinking that if I just streamed to YouTube and maybe just put up like videos on, Instagram and TikTok, I don't know. And we'll see how long TikTok is still with us, right? I mean, who knows? But anyway, this is just what I'm thinking about, because I'm not receiving a lot of traffic on Facebook because I don't post. I'm I tried to do that. It's so stressful to try and schedule the posts and stuff. And I'm a one woman operation here, so I there's a lot of things. There's a lot of juggling here. So I just post when I think things are important, which is usually when I need to cancel the show. Whatever. So anyway, let me know if you guys are, if you would be devastated, or if you would be willing to come over to YouTube and watch me live on Tuesdays on YouTube. So yes, gotta love the Aquarians. I'm in. Okay, so let's talk about this toxicity and stability. First of all, you would think those are very, very different things, very different planes of existence. They sort of are, but there's also a lot of similarities. Okay, so a lot of people that want, hey, Kelsey, a lot of people that want to look stable can actually have a sense of toxic independence or toxic positivity, that kind of thing where it's like toxicity, right? And I know these people, and frankly, I'm not judging them. Whatever you want to do in your life is fine. But I do get tired of seeing the posts that are like, this is going to be the year that I'm a wife, or this is going to be the year that I'm a CEO, or like just saying, okay, this is because I wasn't able to do it last year, or maybe I feel like if you're working towards something and you're actually making some positive inroads towards it, that you're not like you're not going, this is the year I'm going to be a wife. What do you mean? Why do you think that? Have you and your boyfriend talked? Have you and your like significant other made a commitment to each other? Or are you even dating? Because that's what I love, is that I've got to sneeze. Mouse, he's taking away my sneeze because I looked back at him. He is cute. The thing that bothers me is like I do have a client that she has been posting stuff like this for a while. She's not dating anyone. Now, I don't follow her on social media because I don't typically follow my clients on social media. I mean, there's a few. There are a few that I follow on social media, to be honest with you. But it's not like the norm for me, But I don't follow her on social media. But this is what she said, is that she was like, I've been manifesting it. I'm like, great. Okay, that's awesome. We're moving in a good direction. How have you been manifesting it? She's been posting on Instagram positive things about being a wife. Are you dating? And she's like, well, no. I mean, she's on dating apps, but she has so many she has so many rules. She has so many things that she requires of a spouse, of a future spouse, that I'm like, I'm going to have to quote Elizabeth Bennet in this, from Pride and Prejudice. I'm surprised that you've been able to find any dates, because that is an amazing list of like restrictions there. And I don't feel like she's stupid. I don't feel like this woman is like dumb at all. I mean, but that's what she posts all the time. And she's like, well, this other lady that I followed, that's what she did, is she was always posting, this is my year to be a wife. I'm going to be called wife this year, blah, blah, blah. Well, she got married last year. And I was like, okay, how was she dating that man? And she was like, well, yeah, apparently. It's a bit of a difference, right? It's a bit of a difference. So to me, that is toxic positivity, is saying, I'm going to be a wife, or I'm going to be a CEO, or I'm going to be blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, I own my own business. So technically, I'm already a CEO. But who the hell am I the CEO of? Mouse? I mean, I'm not going to call myself a CEO just to call myself a CEO. I own the damn business. I am a one-woman operation. It's like, CEO? Really? I mean, this is one of my employees. I got another employee laying over here on a heater because it's cold as ass, by the way, if I didn't mention that. I have 3 heaters going in here. And I have another employee laying in front of the heater in her dog bed. Now, I mean, I guess I could write them off as employees because, I mean, this is what they do. I mean, Mouse has gotten me a lot of views. I'll tell you, that cat, what is it about him? He's magic. He is magic. And I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So I think that would just be like, well, hello, Inyasta. I hope I'm saying your name right. It's a lovely name. It looks lovely. Well, that I'm going to be a wife. I love that, Kelsey. It was 8. It was -8 when I went to work this morning, and 18 when I got off work. Okay, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's cold for Kelsey in Nebraska. It's really cold here in Georgia. It's insanely cold. So what I'm saying is that toxic positivity, just throwing those words out there, why don't you find a reason to be happy for like, instead of just saying, well, I want to be a wife. Why? Let's ask that question. I'm a wife. I can give you a lot of information on what it's like to be a wife. You know what? If you want to be a wife, here's what you do. Okay? Leave dirty clothes on the floor in your bathroom. Just leave them on the floor in your bathroom. And every day, go into the bathroom and go and pick them up and put them in the hamper that they're literally on the floor in front of. Do that. Every day. Don't completely flush the toilet. Come behind yourself and reflush the toilet after going, gross. Yeah. Every day, leave dishes in the sink, even though the dishwasher's empty. Just leave them in the sink. It's fine. Yeah. Just those kind of things. I mean, I have a list that's way longer, and I'm sure he has a list for me. But I mean, I don't want to pretend I'm perfect. But, whatever. So anyway, I think that the thing is, like, you have to ask yourself, why do you want to be that thing? Why do you want to be a CEO? Why do you want to be a wife or a husband or a cat owner? Like, what do you want to do with that? How does that make you feel in your mind when you say, I am this thing? How does that make you feel? When I say I'm a CEO, do you know what that does to me? It really makes me nervous, because then I go, oh shit, I am responsible. I'm responsible. My first email address ever was called the Virgo Princess. Okay. The Virgo Princess. Do you know why it wasn't the Virgo Queen? Because I don't want that kind of responsibility. Princess is what I want. I don't want to be the CEO. I don't want to be in charge. And right now, I am in charge because I am the only one trying to govern what goes on in here. That is a scary operation. I feel sorry for my boss. Yeah. So Toxic positivity, throwing that out there and just saying, I'm so happy when you feel like shit. That's not how you do things, right? There was another creator that I follow on YouTube. I love her. She was saying you need to have a day when you're just like, yep, I feel bitchy today and I'm going to embrace it and just let it all out. Don't try to plaster over the cracks. If you're having a crappy day, get it out. Don't camp out there. And you will hear me say that a lot. I say that in all of my videos. Feel the feeling, don't camp out in it. Feel it, be angry, feel bitchy, feel whatever, feel crummy, and just be like, okay, it's time to resurrect. It's time to get out of this. If you are feeling moody about stuff, okay, here's something. I have a ton of videos on my work phone that I keep going, I'm going to post these. I'm going to post these. But a lot of them are bitchy, and I don't know if that's really how I want y'all to see me all the time. The other day, I came out of Kroger, and I was like, I thought after the holidays, I'm recording this in my car in the parking lot. I was like, I thought after the holidays that the personal shoppers at Kroger and Walmart that do the online like filling of the orders and stuff, not Instacart. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people that work, for Walmart and Kroger, filling the orders that come in from online. I thought they would be a little bit less driven after the holidays, that they wouldn't be in so much of a hurry, because those people will run your ass over. Tell me I'm wrong. Those people in Kroger and Walmart will run your ass over when you're standing in the aisle trying to shop your little heart out, going by the list, staying in budget, when eggs are $12 a dozen. I don't want to talk about that. When you are like trying to shop, and they will just run your ass over and then camp out right where you need to shop, and no apologies, no excuse me, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like hit your cart, didn't mean to run over you, whatever. I thought that would be over. So my little video, I didn't post it. I'm kind of glad I didn't, because it wasn't a good look for me, that angry thing. But it lanced the wound. It lanced the wound, because even though I seem a little agitated right now, I'm not as angry about it. I'm not as angry about it as I was. That right there is a good example. I try really hard to be positive. In fact, one place that I used to work, there was several people that accused me of being a Pollyanna psychic, or that I was too positive. Well, screw you, man. I think that life sucks sometimes, and I think that it's good to know that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So that's what I do, because I need that. When things are kind of sucky, I need that. I don't think that that's toxic positivity. I think that is showing you there is a way out. You don't have to be in the darkness forever. You're here right now. It sucks, but it's okay. We can get beyond it. How fast or how slow you go, that's up to you. I'm just telling you what I see right now. So, whatever. I don't think that that's toxic. I do think it's toxic that when you are laying in a bed, you can't move because you are like having appendicitis or kidney stones, or something serious, and you're just like, no, I'm fine. I just need a little Tylenol. Oh my gosh, I just need a little Tylenol. I think that's toxic positivity. Yeah. So we've been talking about this a lot in my house, because I don't believe in being toxically positive, but I do believe in trying to find a way to look at something that you see that the glass is still half full. You see that it's still available. that you're not like, it's not all bad. It's just like that man on YouTube, and I'm going to remember his name. Give me a minute. Dave Ramsey. He's a financial dude. He keeps saying, and I haven't watched all of his videos, but he keeps saying, you're not poor. That's a state of mind. You're broke. That's something you can get out of. Wow. Wow. What a difference. What a difference. And I'm just like, huh, I love that. I absolutely love that. So being toxic positivity does not give you stability. It doesn't. It doesn't give you stability. Being toxically independent, that doesn't give you stability. When you refuse help, when you desperately need it, when you refuse help or you refuse to ask for help because you're so independent, that is toxic and it's bad. People are not supposed to do surgery on themselves. You have to get help from somebody who knows how to do that. I won't ever do plumbing again because I am not a plumber. And I messed up the plumbing in like one of the rooms we were remodeling a while back. And we actually had to call in a plumber. That was fun. Highly recommend. But there's a lot of things that I can do in regards to plumbing. I can change a faucet. I can put in a new vanity and put a sink in. I can connect everything, but plumbing in the wall, no. I know my limitations. So I ask for help from people in my family that know, or I hire somebody to do it. Same with electricity. Electricity, absolutely not. No, no, no. I am not doing the electrical stuff. I might change a light fixture, maybe. Maybe. If it's not from IKEA and it has real instructions, y'all know what I'm talking about. The IKEA instructions. And Temu's just as bad. If you buy shit from Temu, do not expect to get instructions except from like an IKEA sort of thing. Okay? I mean, I'm just saying. So I can follow instructions really well. But no, if I can get somebody else to do light fixtures and it doesn't scare the crap out of me, go to it. I'll bake you a cake. I can do that after you get the power reconnected. Now, toxic independence will hurt you more than asking for help. Toxic positivity will hurt you more. It will hurt your stability more than just saying, you know what? I'm not feeling it today. I'm not feeling it today. That makes sense. That makes sense. Oh my gosh, you're hilarious. You know what? I love you too. Inyasta? I like the spelling of your name. I hope I'm saying it right. Wayfair is just as bad. I'm not even changing a light fixture. I love y'all. This is the best audience ever. So the thing is, I feel like if you have toxic independence and toxic positivity, maybe there's something that you need to unpack from your past that has made you this over the top. Because I've been saying this for a while, balance. Balance. Balance is the key. We should not be too far to the independence side, and we should not be too far to the needy. There's a lot of room in the middle. There's a lot of room in the middle. And the thing is, this lady that and I'm not going to remember her name because I I went right by her. But she was on a video and she said, giving 50-50 in a relationship is ridiculous. She said, that's a ridiculous thing. She said, do you give 100% in your everyday life? No, because you don't have it. You don't have it to give some days. And she said, so me and my husband, some days I'll come home and go, I got like 40%, maybe. It's really a solid 30%. And she says, and he'll say, it's okay, I got you today. I got you. I can go 70. And she says, and that's how we operate. She says, some days he comes home and is like, I got nothing. I got 10%. And she's like, that's okay. I got you today. She said, on the days that both of us are coming to the table and saying, you know what? I've got 30%. And she says, and he goes, he's got 40%. And she said, we come together and we start thinking, what can we cut back on? We're both pulled down. We both don't have it to give. What can we pull back on? And she says, maybe that's the day that we order pizza for the family, because that percentage that we have does have to go to our kids. What can we crop out? Maybe this is a night where we're just like, let's just order pizza and let's play a game. Let's watch play video games. Let's watch a movie. Let's just have some downtime together. That is interesting. That is an interesting concept, because it's not toxic positivity and it's not toxic independence. That is stability. That is stability. Coming together when you just like, I don't have it. I don't have it to give. And knowing that sometimes your spouse can pick you up and sometimes they can't. What do? You work together or you fall together? What do you need to do? And I feel like it's that way with everything. It's not just marriage. I feel like it's that way with our connection to spirit. I feel like it's that way with our relationship to spirit. I feel like it's that way with our relationship with ourselves, our work relationships, our friendships, our family. I feel like it's always that way, because there are times that I can give more to people outside of my husband and my kids. There's times that I can give more, and there's times that I'm just like, I can't. Last year I went through like some serious lows, like finding out about an autoimmune disorder is horrible. It really is. But I also like had to pull my head out of my ass and go, you know what, girl, you've been living with this for 52 years. Calm down. The Titanic ain't sinking. We need to figure out what our new quality of life is. That's not toxic positivity. Me sitting back and going, everything is fine. I'm going to be fine. Everything's just going to like wash away. It's going to be great. That's toxic positivity. Me saying that I don't need any help, that's wrong. That's incorrect. I mean, so you just have to keep that balance. You have to keep the balance because you want your stability. When you are looking at stability, you have to think too, and this is why a lot of us use toxic positivity and toxic independence, is because where's my back scratcher? My back is itching. My back itches. Oh, Kelsey, you're hilarious. I never do that. This is why we use the toxic positivity and the toxic independence, is so we can appear stable. To who? To who? For what reason? So here's the thing. Turns out, my client who kept posting, this year I'm going to be a wife, this year, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Turns out, the girl that she was fawning all over, going, oh my gosh, she's so great because she got married last year. And she had been posting that on Instagram and it came true. Okay, it wasn't like a total Cinderella moment. It wasn't a fairy tale. She married a known player. I mean, and again, these people are Instagram famous. So I'm going to use this like famous kind of loosely here. These people are Instagram famous. All right. I wouldn't say that they're wealthy. They pretend, but they're not like super wealthy. But this woman, her aspirations to be a wife landed her married to a hound dog. I mean, she just married a man that has like a bunch of children by a bunch of different women. And I'm just like, what? That's not an achievement. That's not something I would want to be. I mean, and it's not like it's not like it changed her life. It's not like it's really changed this woman's life, except for now she can tell everybody that she's married. It's not elevated her a lot in the world. So, looking at that, she may seem, because now she's married, she's achieved one of her big goals, this woman has, that she's stable. And my client just figured it out. She just figured it out this week, and it's only Tuesday. She figured it out, and she was just like, I cannot believe that I've been following her, and now she's getting like torn apart by all these like, I don't know, message boards or some shit. I don't know, like, I don't know where Instagram famous people go to get talked about. I mean, if you want to hear people talk about me, I have a list of people that will like talk to you about me. But they're thankfully not Instagram famous or famous at all that I know of. But I don't know where these people go to get talked about. So she was just like, I can't believe this. I can't believe I've been following her, thinking that she was the real deal. So I brought up something to her that one of my other clients brought up to me. Now, I have a client that she is literally a CEO. It's not a one-woman operation like this. She is a CEO. She is a boss at 100%. She's married, she has children, and she's a millionaire. And so she said, because I was talking to her about something about Instagram followers or something, and she goes, have you ever looked at my Instagram? I was like, no. And she said, look at my Instagram. Look at my Instagram. And she has a lot of followers on Instagram. She does. I mean, I say a lot of followers. It's like over 50,000. I think that's a lot. And she said, now, you've seen articles written up about me. So you know that this is like who I am. And I was like, yeah. And she said, now, I want you to go to these people, because there are some people that are trying to tear her down. There are people that make like shitty comments about her. There are people that just say things about her, just really nasty stuff. And they try and to say like nasty stuff. They send their minions out to do stuff to her. And she goes, now look at their Instagram page. And I did. And they have like 170,000, 200,000, 250,000 followers on Instagram. And she said, okay, look where they vacation and look where I vacation. Look how they travel to those destinations and look how I travel. Look at the vehicles they drive, the places that they live. And she goes, who is stable? Who is wealthy? And I was like, yeah. And then she was like, look at some of this is her educating me on the stability and the instability or the toxicity of some of these like Instagram famous people. She said, do not compare yourself to people on YouTube or Instagram that have a ton of followers because a lot of times they're paid for. Secondly, that's the only way that those people make their money. That is the only way that those people make their money is through Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. That's it. They don't have a business. They say they do, but they don't have a business. They create like some BS merchandise and just say, hey, I have a merchandise store, go shop my merch, get a coffee mug, get a hat, get a t-shirt, blah, blah, blah. And it's not anything they design. It's something that they pulled together in Canva and then put on a t-shirt and sell it. So it's very interesting to see that. And she's like, now, who is stable? These people that have a ton of followers, that have millions and millions of followers on TikTok or on Instagram or on YouTube versus Jeff Bezos, versus Bill Gates. And look how many times Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, or other people like that post regularly. Look at it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's crazy. I mean, because the real billionaires don't have as many followers as the Kardashians. And I know the Kardashians are supposed to be billionaires or whatever, but this is how they made their bag, is being like on television and famous, right? Who is more stable? Who is more stable? It took that kind of thing to come in and me seeing that I was like, wow. So having somebody out there promoting and saying, just be positive, just, be like little Miss Mary Sunshine, that's not life, right? Life is ups and downs. Life is movement. It's not a plateau of just happy. Oh my gosh. 9 times a day, I look at my family and go, what was I thinking? I mean, how many years ago was it? Let's see, 2010. So up until 2010, I never lived with a man that wasn't just a roommate. I mean, that was a gay man. But I never lived with a man that I was romantically interested in. It was just me and my dog. Dr. Seuss and I moved in together in 2011. I'm like, wow. All those years, I did exactly what I wanted when I wanted. If I wanted to do my laundry at freaking 1 o'clock in the morning, that's when I did it. If I wanted to, on my days off, if I wanted to sleep all day and just get up and walk my dog and then go back to bed, that's what I did. I don't that luxury anymore. 9 times a day, I'm thinking, what have I done? What have I done? But at least 30 or more times a day, I look at my boys, I look at Dr. Seuss, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, I love you, I love you. Really? I mean, these animals, are you kidding me with this thing? Mr. Semi-Feral here costs me more money than any of the other million cats that I have. I mean, look, he's got a big boo-boo on his arm right there, on his leg right now. But it's cold outside and he's injured, so I'm forcing him to stay inside against his better nature. See, yes. Kelsey, I knew you would understand. But this is the thing, is that I think that there are a lot of ups and downs. There's a lot of ups and downs. Maisha, hey! And you guys should follow Maisha on TikTok. If you still have the TikTok app and you didn't delete it, they're at Noodles and Chicken. Is that right, Maisha? It's her and her daughter. I love it. So that is real stability. Don't compare yourself to what you think other people are doing. Okay? Don't compare yourself to what they're doing or what they're like posting or manifesting, because then you might end up married to a hound dog. Not a good look. Whether it's a male or a female, it doesn't matter. It's not a good look. Don't compare yourself. Do what's right for you. Do what is best for you. If you're having a bad day, okay. Have a moment. Have a cookie. Oh my gosh. Do you know who has the best freaking cookies? Costco. These things are the size of my face. Oh, they're so good. But okay, have a cookie, not a whole box. I don't recommend that. You know, we don't all need like diabetes. But have a cookie. Have a cup of coffee. Go do something for yourself. Find something that spark, like Maria Kondo says, that sparks joy. Okay? Like, sometimes I like looking at Pinterest. Okay, I really like looking at Pinterest. I love watching stuff online, like learning something new. I enjoy that part. So when I'm feeling kind of crappy, I'm like, what is it that I've been wanting to do that I haven't done? What is it that I've really been wanting to do? Or when I get stuck in a project, what is it that I've been wanting to do? How do I get out of this? But I'm not going to sweep it under the rug. I'm not. Because too much toxic positivity and too much toxic independence is stuff from our past. What do we need to do to unpack that? Is this from when you were a kid with your parents or with your siblings or grandparents or teachers, or is this with a former spouse? What is this about? What is making you like have to put that face on and just be like, everything's fine. You don't have a perky contract with the universe. You do not have a positivity contract with the universe. Just like you don't have to have so much independence that you can't ask for help when you need it. When you say, dude, I really need a plumber, but I can't afford one right now because those people drive a Mercedes and they want me to pay with gold. So I don't know what to do. And, then somebody steps up and says, "Hey, I can help you," or "I know what you need to do. Let me help you with it, or let me just do the job." And you're like, "Okay, I can cook you a cake. I can make beef stroganoff. What do you need? What do you need that I can do?" That's not toxic independence. That's sharing. That's being there for somebody else. I mean, you can't live on an island by yourself. I mean, you can if you want to, but that's challenging. At some point or another, there's going to be something that you need help with. And it's not always easy to ask for help, but it doesn't help your stability if you are messing up all the stuff that you've tried to create. I know, Kelsey. He is like, poor kitty. But I love that you took your puppy to the chiropractor. That you took your dog to the chiropractor. I love that. I do my own plumbing because I can't afford a professional. Girl, I hear you. My dad, and more importantly, my father-in-law is really good at this stuff. So I'm like on the phone, on FaceTime, or I just bribe somebody to come over here. And I'm like, this is happening. I can't make this stop. And I need water in the house, and it's currently turned off. So can you do something? And what can I do for you? What can I help you with? Yeah. And they're usually like, I don't need anything. I don't need anything. Would you like a Diet Coke? Yeah, I can use a Diet Coke. Do you want some cake? Oh yeah, did you make some cake? Yeah, sure did. Got some leftover lasagna. Oh yeah, I could use that. I can do something for you. Kelsey, those plumbers, dude, I'm telling you, if either one of my boys wants to go study to be a plumber or an electrician, I will be like, yepers. Remember who bore you. What can I help you to be a plumber or an electrician? Girl, I'm telling you, Kelsey, FaceTime. FaceTime is fantastic. Yeah. Sorry, the app over here is telling me what's really going on with Facebook because I don't always know. It's crazy. So again, I'm telling you guys, are you guys okay if I start phasing out Facebook and just move to YouTube for the lives? Let me know. Just let me know. I want you guys to really think about what brings you stability in your life. What does stability look like to you? What does happiness look like to you? Don't go over. Don't overshoot it. Keep some balance. I'm telling you this because it's a 9-year numerology. We're getting ready to enter the year of the snake. We have North Node in Pisces, if I haven't mentioned that in 5 minutes. And I did a whole video on it, so I'm not going to go into that here. But yeah, North Node in Pisces, South Node's in Virgo. We have Pluto in Aquarius. Mars is still retrograde until towards the end of February. And we have a Saturn North Node conjunction this year. Lots of interesting stuff happening. Okay. So balance is very important in a snake year, and it is very important in a 9-year. So balance, this is what I have written down. Balance is very vital these days. Use your crystals to set boundaries and stay balanced. Meditation will also help you stay balanced. Crystals, meditation, journaling. Oh my gosh, journaling is a wonderful thing. Sometimes an animal I don't know about this one, will help you stay balanced. I love that he's got his head on smudge and crystals right now. It's as if he's trying to smudge he's trying to smudge the energy, like the negative energy out of him after that little fight he had. I don't know who he's fighting with. I thought that I was feeding all the strays in the area. Most of them are currently in my house, but yeah, Dr. Seuss has told me no more cats. I've maxed us out. I know. But if you're looking for a cat, I mean, I have some, possibly up for adoption. Balance, balance, balance. Okay, set your boundaries. Set boundaries. Work your boundaries. It's okay to say no. We've talked about this. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say this doesn't work for me. Healthy boundaries with work and family, with friends. It's important. All relationships. So, and don't forget about the relationship with yourself. Remember, you're not supposed to give out except the overflow. You can give out the overflow. Give yourself time to recharge. Give yourself time to heal. And if you are feeling like you have this toxic independence streak or toxic positivity streak, let's look back. Let's unpack some of that, because this is the year to do it. This is the year to release the past. This is the year to let go of it. It's a 9-year in numerology. We're laying the foundation for a new beginning in 2026. So let's get those like journals, crystals, meditation tools, whatever we need. Let's get those out and let's start unpacking some of this baggage, because we don't need to carry it around any longer. We really, really don't. It's not easy, but it's worth it. And I have a poster that says that. I don't know where I can put it so that you guys can see it. It's more important that you see mouse, right? Yeah. I am going to, I know this is kind of crazy. I started in October with October's numerology. I started doing crystals of the month, and I think I started with selenite. I think that's what I started with. I have it written down. I have it written down. I have notebooks of stuff. I started with selenite, but I kept pulling as the crystal for February. I kept pulling selenite. I was like, okay, I've already used selenite. I need something else. And then I would pull a card and I'm like, this is just not, I'm not feeling it. It's not working. And so I was just like, I'm not sure. So I waited a day. I pulled the card again, selenite again. So it looks like the crystal for February is going to be selenite. But when you really look into selenite, and I was like, oh, this is nice. I like this. Oh gosh, what did I do? When you really look into selenite, it's really awesome. It's oh good, I've lost it. I love that. I love it. I love it. Okay, when you look at selenite, it's really an incredible stone for releasing, for healing, for clearing. And I know that I've told you guys, there it is. I know that I've told you guys that I use selenite to clear my cards. I mean, right there, I've got a selenite wand sitting on the deck of cards that I use all the time, the Light Seers Tarot. And but selenite, it can remove negative energy, cleanse the aura, and provide protection. And I think that is perfect because February is, I mean, we go into the Lunar New Year and the Year of the Snake on January 29th. And I'm like, wow, this will be perfect for February. You know, just sort of clearing and cleaning. So we're going to see a repeat of stuff I've had, you know, of like the last time I had selenite, which I think was October. I'm very excited about it though. And I just got a new shipment of it in. I mean, I'm still waiting on some of my other crystals to come in, but I do love selenite, and it sells really quickly. So yeah. But I have some awesome pieces just right here that I use all the time. I mean, you can tell I use this one all the time. It's a little scratched up. It's because this is what I set my waters on. Charge my water. Yeah. So February's crystal of the month is going to be selenite. I think it should be crystal of the year, personally, but it's all right. It's all right. I digress. Oh my gosh, I went over again. Okay, how are you guys feeling about this? Are we going to live in toxic independence and toxic positivity? Or are we going to focus on stability and what works for us? We should never, ever, ever compare ourselves. We shouldn't. And I fall into that trap. I'll be real honest with you and real transparent with you. I fall into that trap all the time. I compare myself to people that I have literally not seen in probably 30 years. Why? Why am I doing that? Because like maybe the stuff that they're putting on Facebook, maybe the stuff that they're putting on Instagram. And then I'm like, because they're just like talking about, oh my gosh, they're so ooey gooey happy, their families and blah, blah, blah. And meanwhile, I'm looking at my kids going, I swear, if I step on one more Lego in this house, heads are going to roll. Heads are going to roll. I don't feel like I can post that on Instagram. I mean, maybe it's just me. Because there's too many damn people that are happy. I can't be the downer. I don't want to be that person. So anyway, yeah. You know, I'm metaphysical. I'm a very spiritual girl, but I'm not that kind of spiritual girl. I mean, I think y'all have all heard my language. But yeah. There's no reason for us to look for the dark. It's going to show up, but there's no reason for us to focus on it. We need to be, when we're in darkness, we need to be looking around to see where the light is, because it's leading us in a different way. So we're going to focus on our stability, focus on what feeds our stability and what feeds us, what feeds our happiness. What do we need for self-care, to refill ourselves, to keep ourselves in balance? What do we need? It's really interesting. Selenite is always good to have around. Yes, it is. It is. Got to work on that toxic independence, but you know, we Aquarians. Okay, now this is the season of Aquarians. All right, it is. It's the season of Aquarians. I think we've talked about this. Miss Tiffany's birthday is right around the corner. 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. I messed up. It's one of those days. Yeah. But we can work on your toxic independence. Okay? Because if you're giving out, then you should be receiving. Yeah, that's how that works. Not that you didn't know. Warm temps. Oh, warm temperatures. Can I get an amen on that? My gosh. I mean, look, I am grateful. Okay. I'm grateful that it is so cold outside that it is killing a lot of the mosquito larvae. Yeah, because we really have to have those cold snaps here in the South to kill like some of the excess of the bugs that are currently dormant in our yards right now. But I like being outside, but I do not enjoy the state bird of Georgia, which is the mosquito. I do not enjoy that. So I'm okay with that. There are parts of Louisiana, Texas, and even Florida that have now gotten more snow than I have this winter. And Kelsey is in Nebraska. You know, I think that my in-laws said something like that about Colorado because they've finally been getting some snow. Well. I'm not saying anything about the weather. Ground temperature was still 61 a few weeks ago. 4 inches down in snow. Okay. Well, we're going to we still need a little bit of cold snap. We gotta like I can't with the mosquitoes. I mean, really. And don't say anything, but there's also like fleas. So we got to make sure that yard gets cold enough. And because I then have to treat it with garlic oil. Because garlic oil is fantastic. You can buy it on Amazon. You like water it down with just water and then you spray it all over the place. It's so wonderful. It will keep wildlife off of your yard. If you are interested in that, it's not a good thing. But it is only temporary with keeping the wildlife off. And your yard temporarily smells like an Italian restaurant. So yummy. Love that. So that's also food for thought. But yeah, the garlic oil does work. Really does. He's so stinking cute. He really is. But he's been mad at me all day because I wouldn't let him out. Yeah. He's so cute. And Mercury's on the heater. They're hilarious. All right, you guys. It's going to be a great week. It has the potential to be a great week, right? I hope you guys do have a great week. I really, really do. I hope y'all have an awesome and amazing week. I hope that you get out there and like look for and find what is truly going to bring you stability in your life. What is truly going to sing to that part of your life. If you want to be a CEO, great. Start a company. Go look for that promotion. Go do it. Not all of us that own a company want to be a CEO. I just really don't always like being in charge. But unfortunately, I'm the mom. I'm the wife. And now I'm the business owner. Not what I had planned in my life. I mean, I'm bossy. I just don't like being in charge. All right, you guys. I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful week. Happy birthday to all you Aquarians out there. Yeah, you know who you are, especially those of you in the chat. But I hope you'll have an awesome week. And until we see each other again, what are you going to do? Get out there and make your magic. Bye, y'all.